Do you guys remember? I shouldn't even say remember. Do you guys know of Kagurabachi? Of course, you know of Kagurabachi, right? It's that manga that before chapter one or right when chapter one got released, people were making edits. They're saying, "Oh, this is the greatest manga of all time." It was memed on, right? Now, I will say this, okay? The manga is actually pretty good. Okay, I'm caught up to it now. I was actually gonna make a video on it, but that's not today's video. I think it's actually pretty good, but that's besides the point. I'm not talking about the manga itself. I'm talking about that random meme reception that I received when it first came out. However, a few months ago now. Okay, so take that like almost overhyped series and then flip it on its head, and now we have this manga right here. This manga, I don't know if we have an official English name for it yet, but it is Negai no Astro, which is the newest manga of the Tokyo Revengers author. So I thought it'd be fun if today I went and read the first chapter and gave my thoughts. But wait, as someone that hasn't read a single ounce dropped of Tokyo Revengers, hasn't watched Tokyo Revengers, hasn't eaten Tokyo Revengers, hasn't looked at Tokyo Revengers. Okay, I mean, at least I've looked at them before. I know what they look like, but all I know is that it's a delinquent manga, and it's like, oh, Pedro, age 12, and he's like, has an 8 pack with mega tattoos and like two giant gorillas as bodyguards. That's all I know from Tokyo Revengers. I don't know why this manga in particular is being hated on, so I'm gonna read it, chapter one, the only chapter that exists right now, in through the lens of someone that has no bias, no hate, because people are making fun of this manga like crazy. It is literally the Kagurabachi effect, but in reverse. It is hated before it's already arrived. So let's see, is it really that bad? Is it really that bad? Let's find out. I will see you guys when I'm done with the chapter. Okay, I'm back. I just read the first chapter of, what's the name again? Hold on. I am not a fake fan. Hold on. Nagai no Atro. I'm assuming it's gonna be Astro, right? Okay. So, okay, first things first, right? It's not that bad. Okay, it's not that bad. I think it's mostly like a meme. I don't think anybody's clearly like I saw somebody have it at their like bottom manga in their my anime list, like already. You tell me, right? What is Tokyo Revengers doing that is having these people so mad at the author? Besides making Pablo age 11, 6'8", right? Like, what is actually truly happening in Tokyo Revengers? I don't know. Should I read Tokyo Revengers? I don't want to know. Whatever. I want to know. Okay, so let's talk about this manga, right? The premise is honestly pretty simple, but pretty interesting, okay? So the story basically starts with our main protagonist, Hibari, and his friend, Terrace, okay? So they're over here chilling, just talking, and you find out that Hibari, the main character, is the son of this very powerful leader that was part of this, like, Yakuza organization, just like a kind of shady. They say it's a legal organization, but just think like, I don't know, the Phantom Troop, right? Like just like an underground gang, right? Basically, and the dad of the main character was the leader, and the dad passed away. So Hibari, being the son, needs to basically announce who the next successor is going to be. So here's the thing that's kind of interesting. Hibari himself is the only blood son, like his actual blood of his dad is running through him. However, his dad was a very good man and very charitable man, and would take in a lot of stray kids and a lot of orphans, and basically created this powerful family of his sons that aren't actually his sons, like they're his adopted sons. So Hibari has a bunch of adopted siblings, so they're all much older and more powerful than him, and they all have like ties to the underworld, and Hibari's just like some guy, right? Hibari is literally just some kid. I think he's can't be older than 16. And Hibari announces that he is gonna be the new leader, right? Of course. So he's gonna be the new leader, and all of his adopted siblings are like, wow, wow, wow. And the second in line, the second in command, basically is gonna be his friend Terrace, which I'm not sure if the manga explained it too well. The translation was a little dodgy, but I'm pretty sure Terrace was also an adopted son of Hibari's dad. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so Terrace and Hibari, the youngest ones there, pretty much the youngest ones there, are gonna be the new heads of the family. So that's like the main premise of what's happening here. But then it kind of spirals into this very interesting thing that I did not really understand. So okay, basically, Hibari's dad gave him two pendants. a shield and a spear necklace that he said that he had. That he had, and that it's supposed to represent the shield and the spear of the organization, right? So he says, I want you, Hibari, to have the spear, and I want you, Terrace, to have the shield. So you protect and you basically attack. And you guys are going to be the main defense force that carry this family, this organization forward. So Hibari, of course, says, of course, Dad, I'll carry on your legacy. Oh, by the way, they go see his dad, who says, I'm already dead, but also is able to talk to them. I think this is like a supernatural and power manga. Actually, I don't think. I know for sure it is because at the end. So that's kind of like his dad talks to them in like the afterlife, basically, and just explains, hey, I want you guys to be the leaders, like for real. So they just leave the conference. They're in a bathhouse. They're just chilling. Hibari basically says, "Oh, I want to be the new head. I want to be the number one most badass in the underworld." You know, okay, kind of cringy dialogue, but it is what it is. And then out of nowhere, as they're leaving, a meteor hits. Right, a meteor hits the city that they're in. And in the beginning of the chapter, it shows a meteor shower headed towards Earth. And then the first line is, they say if you make a wish while holding something precious during today's shooting stars or the meteor shower, your wish will come true. So Hibari at this point already has the spear pendant, so he holds on to it, and that's when he wishes that, you know, he and Terrace will successfully become the new head and will be good and prosperous in whatever next step in life that they have, right? But then one stray little meteor crashes down on the city, and everything just goes to rubble. And of course, Hibari stays alive, and he looks up, and him and Terrace are running, and then Terrace gets covered by this building, and then that's when Hibari smashes the spear pendant, and then it like fuses into his arm. So now he has like a giga arm. So he punches the building that Terrace is under, and the building disintegrates. And then Terrace is like, chill, thank you. And then they look beyond the city, and everything is like a post-apocalyptic society. Everything looks like completely destroyed. And then it shows different cuts of different people around the city, most of them being his adopted siblings, also developing powers. So I'm assuming Terrace will develop powers. I'm assuming this shooting star has something to do with granting powers to people. So it's like a Yakuza battle shonen with powers. But like, is there a power system, or is it just like he has a strong arm? Obviously, it's chapter one. It's way too early to tell. But I will say this though, it piqued my interest enough to want to continue reading. Right. A few of the critiques that I saw was that the main character and that whole arm thing just looks ugly. Looks like Ben 10 fan art. I will say this: some of the double page spreads here look pretty good. Like that panel of the city being completely destroyed, and also when he punches the building, like that looked pretty good. The art though, I don't think is the strongest point in this manga. It's okay, I'm not an artist, right? I am completely awful at art. I'm not trying to diminish anyone's work. Obviously, Tokyo Rangers is a super successful manga, whether or not it gets hated on. But yeah, there's something about the art, you know, that is just not for me. That is just not for me. That's the best way that I can respectfully say it. However, the story, I like my Yakuza plots. I like my underworld plots. Are we gonna go Mad Max though? Are we gonna go a post-apocalyptic? Oh my god, I don't know why I can't say that. Are we going post-apocalyptic Yakuza with powers? Is this the direction we're headed? I don't know. I don't know. But if it is, amen. I'm here. But anyways, as to answer the question, is chapter 1 Nagai no Atro really that bad? No, it's not. It's okay. You know, it's okay. It's not the greatest chapter 1 I've ever read, but it's also not the worst. Yeah, it's in there. And I will be following this what is it? Sci-fi delinquent post-apocalyptic. I don't know what this is yet. And that's kind of a reason why I'm kind of interested. I will be following this closely. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I guess I'll cover chapter 2 when it comes out. I don't know. This was like an experiment video, kind of explaining that this manga exists if you didn't know it already. But I will see you guys for whatever I decide to do. Bye.